Well, I actually had the privilege of having a 5th grade teacher who was a graduate from North Central, who played, I think, basketball and softball. I'm not entirely sure. But she came and taught me. And through her, I saw that a woman could very much be athletic and still very much be a woman, and that those two things didn't conflict with each other.
So I didn't start doing sports until I was a freshman in high school. I started out, my brothers were super athletic, but my parents never put me in anything, so I just kind of I always wanted to be playing and doing stuff like that, but never got the opportunity. So finally in high school, it was you can join a team, it's not that big of a deal. So I did rec soccer outside of my high school. It was a mess. And then I started cross-country skiing, and I did track, and eventually I got involved in cross-country running because everyone in skiing and track did running, and that was the team that ultimately was my favorite, so that worked out really well.
I started playing soccer and basketball when I was very young. I have an older brother, so we didn't really have many choices as far as not playing athletics, but I did not like playing sports. It was just something that was just always something that I did and something that I loved and something that I got to be a part of my whole life, and something that I wanted to continue throughout college, and it's been a great experience so far.
All of my sisters play soccer. I have a really big family. I have 6 sisters and 2 brothers, and all of my older sisters played soccer, and I got involved I think when I was 6, and my parents kind of put me into it, and I have played ever since.
Well, I grew up with 3 older brothers who we always had catch in the backyard or basketball in the front yard, or we were wrestling, and I don't think there was much option with my parents either. I grew up always playing, and ESPN was always on, and so I fell in love with the sport by watching my brothers play. I would always go to their games and do statistics for them, even though it was irrelevant. But I loved doing it, I loved watching them, and I wanted to do that as well one day. And getting to college, the coach really recruited me, and I fell in love with her and the program and the school, so everything matched up and I wanted to play.
Well, I started in T-ball through our community. My mom was on the park board, so she was able to get me in each year. And then 7th grade I started volleyball, and I wanted to do that because my older sister did. And then I did that through 11th grade, but then also in 11th grade I joined track because I was at a new school, and I'm like, hey, this is cool. But all this time I've been playing softball, full pitch, summer league. And then it was senior year, summer after senior year, something like that, and I was watching ESPN, and I'm like, college softball, and I'm like, hey, that is so cool, and our family was talking about it, and they're like, you'd be good at that. I'm like, I think I would like that. So then I came here and talked to the coach, and I guess I knew an athlete on the team too, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna do it. So that's how I got started with softball.
Well, I'm tall for my age, and so that was kind of common. I was thrown right into volleyball, and then as I grew up, my family also played sports, so it was cool to kind of see your siblings play, and then of course you want to play. And then for North Central, I was actually approached by a volleyball coach and a softball coach, and so it was cool to know that, hey, I can play sports in college as well.
Okay, so I started playing sports. I mean, your normal, t-ball, soccer, and all that. And then, 1st or 2nd grade, I started playing basketball for, little elementary league. My dad was super involved, Mom was super involved, so they kind of just kept me, doing sports throughout my life. And then I joined the middle school team, and then played throughout high school, and then I just fell in love with basketball. I played other sports, but basketball was my favorite, so I decided to further that into college, and now I'm a junior, so this is my 3rd year playing on the team here.